Hello, everybody. Um, I'm just wanting to speak about the BBC, and it's once again being found to be protecting rapists, this time in the form of, I believe, a Somali man who they tried to block being deported from the country. Um, Now, I want to speak about how this should be possibly considered, and maybe how we need to think about this going forwards, at least as a topic of discussion. Now, during the Napoleonic War, um, there was a French ship, I believe. I don't know the deep depths of the story, just the basic outline of it. But there was a French ship, naval vessel, crashed and sunk off the coast of northeast England, near the town of Sunderland. And I believe the only survivor that was found was the ship's mascot, which was a monkey, a chimpanzee, I believe, and it was dressed in a French uniform. And the story goes that the locals believe that this was a actual Frenchman, and they put this monkey on trial, and they hung the monkey. And to this day, people from there get called monkey hangers for that story. Now, how true that story is, I don't know, and that is just the basic underlying my understanding of that story, of it, and I believe it to be true. But the point is that those people saw that supposed Frenchman as a clear and present danger to their community. And what do you think would have happened to anybody who would have tried to have protected that monkey or the supposed Frenchman, and would have tried to have actually have got them safety? Or I suppose it would have been the reverse. They would have tried to have smuggled them out of the country, I suppose, to the safety of France, in a weird role reversal of what's happened with this Somali man, which is to try and keep him in this country. I would assume that the locals would have called that person a traitor, and they probably would have also hung the traitor for trying to protect the monkey, the supposed Frenchman. And obviously, fast forward to present day, and we actually have people in our country of influence who it could be considered are conspiring with enemies of this country in the form of invaders who aren't coming here to integrate and aren't coming here to assimilate or to better the country whilst bettering themselves. They're coming here to plunder and rape, literally. They are literally raping and plundering, because they are sending money back home as well. Let us not forget that these people do receive money off the government, and that money does go into credit unions, and those credit unions are then used to funnel that money back to their homes, where they consider their home. So it is literally rape and plunder, or I believe at least could be considered to be a rape and plunder at the very least. And we have an establishment who appears hell-bent on protecting these people and even aiding them in their endeavours to rape and plunder. Are these people, these people like this journalist at the BBC, are these people traitors? Are these people our friends? We've had it with Care for Calais, where the volunteers are literally having sex with these people that they're helping to smuggle into our country. So there clearly is a distinction, I believe, that these people are aligning themselves with our enemies and with these invaders, for I do believe a lot of it is sexual gratification. I believe a lot of it is, especially when it comes to the women who are doing this. I believe that there is a warped fetishization of these invaders that is happening. And I do think that maybe we need to at least discuss, are these people traitors? And do we need to bring back strong treason laws to sit with these people? And to briefly go off about the civil service, keep blocking a lot of these endeavours from the government. I think the government should also look into doing, as I'm ex-military, I served in the army, and I was not allowed to disobey a legal, unlawful order, and I could have gone to prison Now, obviously, if they asked me to massacre a village, that would be a big no-no, and I would be held responsible for following that order and not reporting or even arresting somebody who gave me that order. But if I was given a legal and lawful order and I refused that would be a crime, and I would be punished appropriately. I think maybe we need to start looking at bringing in laws for the civil service and stop treating them as civilians and turn them into a sort of quasi-military sort of structured organisation where it, they wouldn't be military, obviously, but they would be in the category of civil servant, where they would have to sign an oath of allegiance and they would have to follow orders, not requests. And anything that they are given to do by a minister, they have to do within the law. And they can't, and if they are found to be obfuscating or going against the spirit of what the minister is asking, that is a crime and can be punishable up to treason. It's just a thought to throw out there with that. Thank you, and hope you enjoyed thinking about that.